MAGA has taken over several school boards. And you know what? In the process, you know what has happened? Teachers are leaving in droves. I want you to listen to this, and then we'll take it on the other side.
The school year is winding down. In fact, for my kids, today's the last day. But for districts across the country, they're already contending with a looming problem for next year, and that's a shortage of teachers. NBC's Antonio Hilton joins me now. So, Antonio, I have a lot of teachers in my family. Your reporting does not come as a huge surprise to me. What is going on? Why is it so difficult to keep teachers in the classroom?
Well, Ryan, we're seeing this shortage across the country, often fueled by burnout and low pay. But in the state of Texas, teachers tell me it's politics. We met with one teacher who says her dream career has become a nightmare. Take a look.
Emily Ramser.
On the same day that high school English teacher Emily Ramser won an award for being an outstanding Texas educator, she stood in front of the Grapevine Colleyville School District to tell them why she was among dozens of staff members resigning this year.
This community has continuously harassed me for the past few years, to the point that there were days I didn't even want to be alive anymore, much less be a teacher. So I'm going to listen to what I am hearing from this community, which is that y'all don't want people like me, people who might be gay, to teach here.
School districts across the country are facing a teacher shortage, fueled by burnout and low pay. But in Texas, many blame politics. Last year, Ramser's district saw a 40% jump in resignations and retirements after new conservative school board members pushed to remove hundreds of books and restrict lessons about race and LGBTQ identities.
I've taught these kids for years to write and to grow their voices, and I'm not going to let my actions say something different.
Ramser, who identifies as queer, says she was asked to change some of her lessons and to remove classroom artwork and rainbow stickers. Then, one afternoon last year, a parent told a local news site that Ramser encouraged her child to become transgender by lending her a book called The Prince and the Dressmaker.
All I did was give a kid a book.
What went through your mind?
I was terrified. I couldn't breathe. I couldn't think.
The mother who accused Ramser declined to speak with NBC News, but the child and her father say the allegations were false, that the child already identified as transgender. The district cleared Ramser, but never made a statement for her to the public. The district declined to respond to NBC News about this specific case, but acknowledged it has more openings this year than last year, saying many other school districts, not only in Texas but across the nation, are also experiencing this declining retention rate of teachers and other employees.
It's almost like we're in a battle against the school board when the school board should be on our side.
Students described Emily Ramser's classroom as one of the most welcoming spaces at school.
I think Ms. Ramser was a few places anyone in general could feel accepted, no matter your race, religion, gender, sexuality.
Do you feel safe at school right now?
Not entirely, no.
I'm sorry.
There's a lot of aspects of who I am as a person that I cannot express because of the environment of the school that I go to.
NBC News obtained the district's 2023 teacher engagement survey. In it, almost 300 out of 1,500 staffers complained about the board. By the end of the school year, Emily Ramser's once vibrant classroom was barren.
Nobody can stop you from getting the education you deserve. I will give you book recommendations because I can give you book recommendations now, hopefully, but you really can do anything.
Surrounded by her students, she was determined to teach one final lesson.
Antonio, teachers don't get into that business to get rich. And so it's got to be very frustrating when they have to deal with all these ancillary issues. You know, what type of support are these teachers getting?
Well, what they tell me is that they get support from each other. They talk to each other, they give each other advice or job recommendations for the teachers who are looking to change districts or leave the field. But in terms of institutional support, they say that there really isn't a lot. You know, the Texas Education Agency, sort of the equivalent of their Department of Education, measures the attrition rate, and they've seen this spike in teachers leaving the field.
If you think a teacher is going to stay there, we have a shortage of teachers, right? Because teachers are not being paid what they're worth. Teachers are not being paid salaries commensurate with what they provide to society. We give stockbrokers a whole bunch of money. Kids, or rather teachers, we don't pay them near what they deserve. So what are they doing? They're deciding if these people want to treat me this way, if they don't really like what I'm doing, to hell, I'm going out of here. And that's what they've started doing. And as much as they love teaching, Most teachers do it because they love it. They love it. They like that feeling of imparting knowledge going forward. But MAGA taking over a whole lot of school boards, and the people are saying, well, we're heading out of here. You know how we solve that, right? We go ahead and we get those in those areas. We go ahead and put back people who really care about your kids, people who really care about education, people who say we are going to make the next generation smarter, as opposed to imposing a dummified indoctrination on them that is doing perfectly what they want: make a country dumber. We spend a lot of time deconstructing the news, trying to parse it into a form that everybody can understand. We try to find those little nitpicks where it flies above the fray, etc. If you really like these videos that we do, I want to ask a big favor. Please go ahead, number one, subscribe to our channel, and number two, please join if you can. Thank you so kindly for watching. Keep watching. Please remember to share. We must populate the entire internet with our progressive message, a message that we know is what most Americans say that they want. So help us, please join.